Hello and welcome to all students in this our today's lecture. Students, in our last lecture, we have started the topic redox reactions, and in our previous lecture, we have seen the different examples as well as definitions regarding the reduction as well as oxidation process, and their examples also we have seen in our last lecture. So, in continuation with that previous knowledge, in our today's lecture, we are going to learn the summary of the oxidation and reduction, that is key points, we can also call it as a oxidation and the reduction process. In that the different points are very important, or we can also study with the help of comparison. First we will learn the oxidation, one of the point from oxidation and another point from reduction. By comparatively we can study their meanings. A addition of oxygen is now going to take place in the oxidation process. In reduction, removal of oxygen is taking place. Oxidation also we can state as a addition of electronegative element, as we have learned in our previous lecture, and in reduction is we can say removal of electronegative element will taking place. Oxidation also we can define in another way, which is nothing but the removal of hydrogen, and reduction we can define is nothing but the addition of hydrogen into the reaction. Oxidation also we can state as a removal of electropositive element, and here in reduction we can say that addition of electropositive element. In oxidation we can also state it as a loss of electrons by any species, and here in reduction gain of electrons by any species. So these are the key points which we have summarized as we have learned in our previous lecture. So in continuation with that, we will learn the next point of this chapter, which is nothing but the redox reaction in terms of electron transfer. This is the next part of the chapter, which is very important. Means in this following reactions, how electron transfer is now going to take place, that we will learn in this video lecture. Students, look at this one of the example, that is magnesium. When it is oxidized with oxygen molecule, it will converts into the Mg2 plus and O2 minus. Means in this elementary or simple reaction, what happened? One of the electron get transferred. Here if you look at the oxidation state of magnesium, it will be +2, and at the same time oxygen has the oxidation state -2. In the following example, that is magnesium, when it combines with electronegative elements such as fluorine, again electron get transferred during the combination. Means that will illustrated in the following next steps. What happened? Mg, loss of 2 electrons takes place with the help of arrow we have shown in this slide, and here oxygen, the gain of 2 electrons takes place at the same time. And in another example, that is magnesium, when it combines with electronegative element, that is F2, loss of 2 electrons takes place from Mg, and it will converted into the Mg2 plus, and at the same time fluorine gains 2 electrons from the Mg. So this is the transfer of electron which is taking place in the redox reactions. Now students, iron is now converted into the Fe2 plus with the loss of 2 electrons in this example, and at the same time copper has the oxidation state +2. The 2 electrons are gained by this Cu2 plus, so as to convert it into the Cu solid, that is stable copper. In the first reaction, loss of electrons takes place, and in the second reaction, electrons are gained by the copper. So we can also write the balanced equation, or we can say that net reaction from the above two oxidation and reduction processes. Two electrons are now get cancelled from the first and the second reaction. So in the net reaction, only the species which are remained that we have written here, that is Fe solid plus Cu2 plus in aqueous condition, it will now gives Fe2 plus in aqueous condition plus copper in the solid state. So this is the net reaction which comes from the oxidation and reduction processes. Now students, the key points which are regarding oxidant and reductant, or we can also call it as the oxidizing agent or reducing agent, is now we are going to learn. A reagent or the substance which itself undergoes reduction and causes oxidation of another species is called oxidant or oxidizing agent. Means itself, when it undergoes reduction process and the oxidation of another species is now getting, so in this case we can also call it as a oxidant. In simple one of the statement, we can also call it as a, this is an electron acceptor. Means electrons can be gained by that corresponding species. That species we can mention it as a oxidant or oxidizing agent. Opposite to that of reductant is there. Reductant, or we can also call it as a reducing agent. A reagent or the reducing agent is defined as a substance or the reagent which itself undergoes oxidation and bring about reduction of another species. We are calling it as a reductant. A reductant, in a simple manner we can also define, a reductant is a electron donor. So for your better understanding, you just remember only these two simple meanings of oxidant and reductant. Oxidant is a electron acceptor and reductant is a electron donor. So in some reactions, when the electron transfer will take place, we have to understand which is the oxidant and which is the reductant. Or in some exams, these questions may be also asked in your theory as well as competitive examinations. The questions are asked in the format, for example, identify the oxidant and the reductant from the following reaction. This type of questions may be asked in your exam, and we will also learn some of the examples which are related to these two terms. Displacement reactions can also be looked up upon as a redox reactions. In such a reactions, an ion, or we can also call it the atom, in a compound is replaced by an ion of another element. Now oxidation number, this is the next part or the point of this chapter. What is meant by oxidation number and their examples we will learn in this point. Description of redox reaction in terms of an electron transfer suggests involvement of any, or we can also say only, ionic species in it, but many reactions involving only covalent bonds also fulfill the classical definition of oxidation and reduction. Students, these are the following examples. With the help of these general reactions as well as examples, you will better understand what is meant by oxidation number. Now here X plus YZ, this is a general reaction. It will now converts into the XZ plus Y, means the species Y which is removed, or we can say which is lost by that YZ. So this is what we are calling it as a such a, for example, displacement type of reactions. Here their corresponding examples we have mentioned here. 2H2 plus O2 is now going to convert it into the two water molecules, and in the second example H2 plus Cl2 is now going to convert it into the 2HCl. Now students, these two examples represents oxidation of hydrogen, as it is combination of oxygen. An electronegative element chlorine is added to the H2, and therefore equation or the such a type of reactions also represents the oxidation of hydrogen. In a practical method, a practical method based on oxidation number is developed to describe all the redox reactions which are either ionic, involving complete electron transfer, or covalent, which refer to shift or electrons. Now in this method, the electron pair of an covalent bond is assumed to belong to more electronegative element, that is, it shifts completely to more electronegative element. We will learn with the help of examples. So students, this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.